Hello everyone. I hope all is well. My name is Sukhum and welcome to another live stream episode of the Sukhum Show. Thank you for tuning in today. Super pumped. I got a lot going on today. I wanted to share a lot with everyone. And yeah, I just excited about some of the things that went on. I got a whole agenda, not only today, but all week long. So logistics for today, some things I'm talking about. We're looking at the 80-20 rule, Pareto's principles, as well as another twist to it as well. And I just did as well and as well. Okay. Anyways, another 80-20 concept so that you can tackle your to-do list and prioritize accordingly. So that's definitely a tip that I want to share with everybody. Another one is regarding my path of what it is that I'm narrowing my niche. Woo, what is going on today? All right. And then, of course, at the end, just wanted to update a little bit on hashtag Omatum. And as we are nearing the end of that, what's next month challenge to come? Just like I said, I'm super excited. Some great conversations that I'm having with people that I have in my inner circle already. And it's just exciting to see that once you start going down the path of what you really want and really defining this as this is my career, this is my business that I'm really building and developing towards, and you have these conversations with people you meet regularly, and the amount of engagement and opportunities and things that comes up from that is quite interesting and exciting at the same time. So share some of that with you guys. So I'm super pumped. And let's share a quote for the day. Thinking about this was that in the lines of you wanting to build your business or you wanting to pursue what it is that you want to do, the quote is, there are 7 days in a week, and someday is not one of them. Yeah, someday is not one of the 7 days of the week. Think about that when people share with you, or you even say it yourself, someday I'll do it. Yeah, I've always wanted to do this or do that, and someday I'll do it. Well, I'll hate to break the bad news, but someday is not one of the days in the week. Let's pick a day and do it, and start putting in action, start putting in work in what it is that you want to do. Alrighty. I really love that because I was thinking about it and I heard that conversation quite a bit in the last couple of months for people I've been chatting with that they don't know what they want to do in their life, or they're just stuck. They're confused. They have all these different options, or they feel like they should be further along in their life. But hey, all I got to say is someday it's not one of those days in a week. Let's get some action going in. Alrighty. All right, the topic, first of all, wanting to tackle is the 80-20. So a lot of people might know Pareto's principles of 80-20, where 20% of the actual tasks and things that you do produces 80% of the results. So that's the general gist of it. So if you're thinking about what is it that you're doing, focus on that 20% to generate the huge 80%, because not every single task that you do will generate the same kind of results, i.e. social media. If you're putting out content or you're putting out a lot of engagement in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all the other social medias, they might not yield the same results. You might have more leverage and reach in certain areas, and you want to capitalize that. Use analytics, get feedback from your team and from each channel, and just really see where you're getting most of your reach and your engagement, and what areas give you the most results. So think about that. 20% of the things that you really do will generate 80% of your results. So that's the basic gist of Pareto's principles. So what I will go into a little further is, imagine if you have your whole list. You have a to-do list, a giant to-do list. A lot of people plan out their week. They plan out their days, even their month, which is great. Something I'm going to be working on a little bit more to get in more detail. But think about this whole list that you have, right? Now, how do you prioritize that? Is there certain things that should weigh more and some things shouldn't weigh as much? Or do you just tackle from top to bottom and just do as much as you can? I would say to that, like, use the 80-20 concept, meaning that, 20%, well, let's not do percent, let's do 80, like 80 value and 20 value, meaning that some of the things on that task is an 80 value, meaning it's work that it's got to get done. So work like I got to go deposit my check. I got to go pick up laundry or the dry cleaners. I've got to, I don't know, take out trash. I'm thinking chores wise. Or at work, you're looking at like, I've got to, I don't know, check up on supplies, or I've got to, I'm trying to think of more other things. But yeah, these are things that just I got to take care of the hours, make sure everyone gets paid correctly. So those are work that needs to be done. So I'll come back to that in a second and break that down a little further. But the other 20, the 20 value is more strategic things. If you look at your goals and things you want, what are the steps that you need to do to get there? And these 20 values are things that weigh heavily towards that. So if one of my goals is to build some really authentic connection with the team, then me putting in that 10, 20, 30 minutes a day connecting with the team, that's a non-negotiable. That's one of my 20. I cannot push that off and make it a lower priority. That has to be one of my daily priorities. So those are the things that we want to break out 80-20 tasks and like categorize your tasks. And then when we look at the 80 value, look at it in the sense of like, is that something you can delegate? Do you have to do that, or can someone else take that on? And I really like that in the sense like what we want to do is think about the task at hand. If it's a good example, if you have a big project that is coming up and you have a team, get some rough draft from some of your higher potential team members to share with you. Hey, here's a topic. I'm working on this. Give me your thoughts. Write me a rough draft and see what you think about that. Ultimately, you're going to be revising and you're taking care of that, but that's definitely something you want to look into. Hey, Bren, how's it going? Thanks for joining in. But here's the thing about that too. Can you delegate that? Can you outsource it? Meaning, is it your department that can handle it? Can someone, your peers, take that on and just like, because they're so good at it, or people you know that can really own that? Or is there another company that you can use to really get better or do this particular task because that's their core competence? They know that better than you and they're just really good at it. Or can you maximize it in some way where you're taking the task and then honing it in and polishing it and get it better and better, so you're essentially making it faster, so you're saving more time? So think about it. You're delegating, you're outsourcing, you're maximizing that too. So those are the three things that I would look at when you're looking at your 80 tasks. Is that something you have to do? Or your 20 tasks, is that something like these are your non-negotiables that's going to head you towards your goal? And a lot of that has to do with strategic planning and strategic planning and vision of what it is that you want to do. And it shows up in the small tasks that you do from day to day. 10 minutes of conversation here, 10 to 15 minutes of doing this, but it's that consistent buildup of what it is you do. So definitely 80-20. And I think the last two things for the 80-20 I want to share with you is that we have an optimal peak time frame where we really are in our zone and we just focus, and it's like this laser focus and we can get stuff done like crazy. And for some of us, sometimes it's in the morning, early morning when you wake up, you're just focused. I can tackle some big tasks and I get stuff done. Or it's in the evening where things are more quiet and calm down. You're unwinding and you have a chance to write everything down. It's all on paper. And it's like, okay, here's some things I need to do. And you're able to knock out that huge, big task too. But whatever it is, you figure out for yourself, when is that peak moment? And if it's during the day, you've got to find a way to preserve that time frame. Put it on your calendar, block it off. isolate yourself where like this needs to be done, and this is your like peak moment too. So those are the things I want to share with you guys in terms of the 80-20 value, and then break down your list and see what is an 80, what is a 20 rule. I think I wrote that down in my planner, where I went through all the tasks that I had to do for the week, and I put like a 20 by anything like, okay, this is priority this week, and I need to find time to put this on my calendar and commit to it. So I'm excited to see what I'm going to be accomplishing by the end of the week. I'll be reflecting back and looking at some of the things, and there's some things that I've been consistently doing the last couple of weeks, and there's some things that I'm inconsistent. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, and there's some things that I put on the list where like either I just never committed the time to do it during the week. So these are the ones I have to reevaluate and find out, why am I not doing it? And it's super important. Perfect, Bren. Get your podcast up this week. I love that goal. That sounds like it's a 20, because it's going to build you up towards the goals that you're trying to accomplish when it comes to podcasting, and that's huge for you. I totally highly commit that you encourage you to do that and get that done too. So yeah, getting stuff done, So huge list for me, and I've been doing that too. So thank you for listening for the 80-20. I hope you guys took something away from that. Again, make your list. What is an 80 value task? What is a 20 value task? And are you delegating? Are you outsourcing? Or are you maximizing those tasks to get stuff done where you can focus the majority of your time on 20? Okay, and one last thing that I would say to it is that your 80 tasks, right? So you have the whole list. When you go down and you write, here's an 80 task, here's a 20 task. When you finish that categorizing, your 80 tasks shouldn't be more than 50% of your time for the day. So if you're looking at, you're transferring stuff over to your daily tasks, like those 80 tasks shouldn't make up more than 50% of your day. So think about that, because then you're doing things that's like not really effective and towards your goals, and you need to really hone in on, are you maximizing, are you outsourcing, are you delegating? So those three things, and start looking at that a little further too. Awesome. All right, so that's the 80-20. I hope you guys take something away from that and find some value in that one. All right, the last two things I want to share with you guys is my book that I just ordered. Whew. Evan Carmichael, Your One Word. I know it's backward, but just got this today. I was super pumped up. It's super nice quality too. I love the different people that comment on his book. And I read the intro already, and I believe, I really love it. He does a great job at just storytelling, and I'm taking so much tips from just when I want to write my own book down the road, and it's just pretty amazing. I'm just reading the intro and the format on how it is and how you want to build your business and how you really want to grow. I'm just super pumped. I'll be up pretty late reading this tonight, and yeah, I'd love to share more with you guys, but definitely love that book, or love the start of it too. And I think just like Amy's book, it really start off with the skill set on her focus was building your YouTube channel, your social media, and just going after what is that you love and living that life you want. So definitely, I love Amy. And then this one was definitely another one where this goes straight into the business side, where I've been wanting to learn more about, and I'm just super pumped on that too. Which led me to something else I want to share with everybody too, was that as I've been recording and going through May, I've been testing some things out in terms of content, some things I'm sharing. I'm looking at it, I'm going back and reviewing, reflecting, and I'm catering a little bit more and more now towards just personal development stuff. I'm sharing tips and tools that I've learned in the past. I'm sharing stories and I've gotten something out of it, or I've learned something, there's a lesson behind it, and I want to keep sharing that with you in that context. And what it led me to believe and led me towards is that coaching, I know I mentioned this, coaching and development and the inspiration and motivational field, that's the kind of business I want to focus on. And so I looked up some things on coaching. What does it take to be a coach? And I did not know there's this ICF, International Coaching Federation, that you can take courses and you get to be fully certified, a certified coach. And there's a whole bunch of niches below that. Like you're looking at strength coach, you're looking at like there's like life coaches, there's like marriage coach, parenting coach. There's a whole bunch of coaching. And as I niche down and think about what is it that I have been practicing and that I love, would be, and narrow down to two, and I'm going to try to focus that and probably get one more out of it. I'm leaning a lot more towards, so two of them was the leadership and personal development is the two that really stands out for me the most. And I'm leaning more towards that personal development side because I've always feel in tune with my development and what I'm taking on. Like last week, I built my development plan and I'm like, okay, cool. What's next? What's more for me? What can I keep tackling? Bren, you mentioned coaching. That sounds really cool. Share a link. I think I might be good at this. Oh yeah, definitely, Bren. I think you will be good. I think you have a lot of knowledge and you know, like from just our interview and our interaction, you know, like, okay, here's some things that you can really, you give a lot of good advice and support in that area. So yeah, definitely. So I'll check out, I'll send you a link. The ICF is not a coaching, they don't offer coaching classes and courses. They do certification for other companies and groups that does coaching classes and courses, and they just accredit it. So I feel like there was a list that they gave me. So I'm looking more into that. And I think, and it's like anywhere from like $5,000 for a course up to like $10,000. So it's not cheap. I mean, like it's a commitment you want to make. And some I've seen from either 3 months to 6 months to a year in terms of getting the full-on lessons behind it. So, but I'll share some links in the description below so that people can check it out on their own. I think there's like 5 or 6 handful of different organizations that offer it online, and you can take that anywhere, anytime. So definitely a lot to learn. And then I was able to meet, so one of the Lululemon trainers, she was going through her own coaching, I think courses, and she had to put in X amount of hours. And she shared during the training that she shared with our leadership team, it was really amazing to watch her as she shared like some of her secrets and her tips on like if she were to charge somebody coaching session one-on-one, and how powerful it was because of the engagement and interaction she had. I was just blown away, and she did an amazing job, and it was just inspiring to watch. And I'm like, man, that's what I want to do. Not just to help engage someone else, but to help to reflect and look upon myself on figuring out the answer to myself. I mean, if I have that same self-awareness to that level, man, those 20 question answers, I'll blow through that so fast, get to the answer I want. And if I know what I want and I just need to execute, and if I execute, man, I'm hitting towards my goal, and it's just a matter of time. And then if I know that, and the journey is just to have fun and keep pushing through. I think a lot of us get stuck and we don't know where to go, how to do things. Heck, I don't know anything about business. Man, this book is, I feel like it's going to really do the stepping stones of what's next, and then get me there. I think like I said, we just all get stuck and I don't know what to do next. I'm stuck on building my website. I really don't know what's next step because I don't know. I'm not a web developer. I don't know how to get more in depth into it, but I need to just do it. And it might not get to the level of quality I want, but I want to get the general gist of it all too. All right, went on a little tangent, but definitely coaching and personal development and leadership are my two that I'm really focusing on right now. Leadership in the sense of like, I just been doing that a lot right now at work. I mean, I have 2 team leads I'm overlooking. I have the leadership team that I'm supporting with, and I have a team with the ecom team that I'm technically overlooking and supporting as well too. So I want to keep building people's leadership level and keep growing that too. I think that's a huge trait to have, and it's really great to see leaders get developed, and when they do want that, they really step up, engage, and they grow to another level. So those are two I'm really looking at too. Like I said, I'm leaning more towards personal development, but not sure how do I niche that to a point where like I give value to people. So I'm still testing on a few different things. I'm documenting a lot of my one-on-ones that I have with the people I work with. I'm working on creating an outline, an agenda on what it is they're going through and what they want, and then build towards that, because then I really want to offer this probably to the first five or 10 people that I want to connect with, and like I want to give that for free. And that's just honest, because I really want to see, does this make an impact on people? If you really take the time to really connect with me on a one-on-one basis, and you go through the same one-on-one training that I would share with the people around me and help grow them, how much value would it be for someone who really wants that and really take that on to the next level? So I'm super pumped for that. Not nervous at all about like, this is information I should be keeping to myself, and man, shouldn't be given away for free or anything like that too. Like I said in my other videos, I know that the Sukhum 1 year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now is going to grow so much that I will learn more tools. I will sharpen my ability, like what's going to take someone maybe I don't know, months or something to practice and build up. I will refine that and get them even better. Like you should be able to get this within the next week, maybe next day. I don't know how it looks like, but I'm always going to be refining the process. As my strength is, I'm a maximizer, so I'm going to keep growing that and get better and better at it, so that way you can get more out of it. So I'm not scared to share what I know, because I know I'm going to continue to grow as a person, as a leader, as a coach, and that's going to help out as well too. So yeah, I'm super pumped up. I'm definitely going to partner with some people, and then like being on that one-on-one interaction is just going to provide a lot of value for myself, even to learn and get into practice with someone else that's not within my company. Because I feel like part of it was like, hey, I get paid to come work on my development, versus like, hey, I'm not getting any money out of this. I'm just giving up my time. It's a huge shift, huge different mentality. So cool. Definitely, if you're interested in that, reach out to me. I love to partner up. I love to connect with that and see what we can do on that too. Thanks, Bren. I appreciate that too. Bren was saying, great plan. Awesome to watch your show, Sukhum. I love that, Bren. You are awesome. I appreciate that very much. All right, the last thing I want to chat about is hashtag Omatum Day 22 down. 7 days left to go. Man. This has been awesome. Like the run 1 mile a day or sweat 1 mile a day, whatever you want to do. I've just been having a blast with this. Bren has been joining me on this one. I have Momtown has been doing it as well. And then I really feel like I'm going to butcher her name. Her name is Leslie. She's also from Twitter, and she's just been joining. I think you guys have been pretty consistent and helping me out and really doing the Omatum challenge. And I had a few people on on Facebook and at work who's just been doing it sporadically, but it was just great to see some of them like, yeah, Sukhum, I just ran my 1 mile today. Dude, that's awesome. Like it didn't matter how consistent you were. It just, you kept trying at it, and that really mattered. So as that's coming towards an end of things, I'm going to be reflecting upon that and really sharing more. I'm looking forward to the next challenge. So I have 2 challenges coming up for June. Super pumped up for this one. The first one is the cold shower discipline challenge. I'm not sure how I'm going to word that challenge, but taking a cold shower to build your discipline. I know I talked about this in the past, and pretty much that's pretty straightforward. 2 minute cold shower. Take a 2-minute cold shower. I actually tried this 2 days already, today and yesterday. So I don't know if this is considered cheating, but like I just wanted to test it out. So the test was I ran my 1 mile, sweating super hot, jumped in a cold shower, and actually felt really good. Actually, the first minute felt really good. The second minute was like, whew, it was really cold. But I'm still gonna try it and still test some things out. I don't know how that's gonna feel when I jump it in the morning, right when I wake up, take a cold shower. I think I might be screaming at the top of my lungs and just like, whoo! I know I'm awake though. I felt awake afterwards too, so that's definitely a plus though. So more to come on that one. But that, if it's just a 2-minute challenge for yourself to take a cold shower, I mean, it sounds really easy, but it's up to us to discipline ourselves to do that. So I think we can all take that challenge and then try another challenge at the same time. The second challenge is I'm gonna eat 5 small meals every single day for the month of June. So 30 days of small meal eatings. And this is the intention for me, is to lose weight. And ideally to have a better and healthier lifestyle. So I'm opening this to everybody in terms of the 5 small meals. It's just got to be small meals. So if you are working on healthy eating or trying to find a routine, 5 small meals, start working on that. Share that at first. Start with that and dig into it further in terms of like what kind of healthy eating plan. I think that can be overwhelming at sometimes. So I just want to start the habit of eating 5 small meals a day. And all you have to do is eat 5 small meals a day. And you have to post it, journal it, log it, do something to show that you did that. Take pictures if you need to. Record your video of you prepping up all your 5 meals. Just do a quick post on it and share that you did that. It's an integrity challenge too. You're not going to benefit by lying, oh my God, I did this. And there's no merit in doing that. So this is an integrity all for yourself, and get that. So 5 small meals a day. Brent, that is pretty awesome. Brent says, I love it. Smaller meals is a great idea. What hashtag? Hashtag 5SMAD. 5 small meals a day. So I really was thinking about that. Hashtag 5SMAD. I was one of the hashtag that I had. I do have a few ones thinking of, so we can brainstorm. But the other one would be hashtag ED5SM. So ED5SM. So when you put it together, I'm gonna have to do some logos with this. It looks pretty decent. So hashtag ED5SM. That means eat daily 5 small meals. So I was thinking about that. I like the hashtag 5 SMAD. It's just SMAD is actually, I think. 5MAD was a movie editing program. I Googled that just to see, so that way when we start putting hashtag 5SMAD, it's not related to somebody else. But I don't think hashtag 5SMAD is related to somebody else, but throwing some couple things out there too. But yeah, hashtag ED5SM. It just sounds like it rolls off the tip of your tongue, but I'm not really sure. Like, there's a couple ideas that I have that I want to do with it, and I'm working on a couple ideas with the hashtag Omatum as well too. But yeah, like definitely the intention here is to start working on your health and eating a certain way. And then if you want to dig further into it, like you want to go into paleo, you want to go into Weight Watchers, you want to go into different types of like healthy eating regimen, you got a basic foundation of just like, I know I can eat 5 small meals. So that's the intention. And then the last part of it, so you got the one that's eating 5 small meals a day, and then you got the posting it somehow in social media or journaling it yourself. This is for you, so you find the benefit. And the very last thing is, as this is a healthy eating challenge, I want you to challenge yourself to, you want to give up one thing, one bad thing for yourself that you've been wanting to give up. So for the next 30 days, you're giving that one thing up. For me, I'm giving up fast food. I don't eat fast food all the time, but at least once or twice a week, I would eat fast food. And for me, there's no more fast food for June. And ideally, that might be moving forward too. So that's the challenges. Planning to coming up. I'll be working on this a lot more and trying to see what I can do. I'm loving challenges. And the biggest thing, this will probably be my 3rd challenge. Starting April with the video challenge. May was the 1 mile a day, and now we're doing the cold shower and the 5 small meals a day challenge. So a lot of challenges I'm bringing up are lifestyle challenges. These are things that somehow, some way, I want to incorporate into my life even after the challenge ends. Because like with the vlogging, I'm not vlogging or making a video every single day, but I'm doing this show Monday through Friday. Like, I think that's pretty consistent, and that's still 5 out of 7 days a week I'm putting out content. And I'm going to be continuing this into June, July, and then come August, SSS Veda again, and I'm going to be doing it all over again. Same thing with the 1 mile a day. I'm loving the 1 mile a day challenge. I love the chance that I get to run at night with my son in the stroller. He's having a blast. I'm enjoying time with him. And I'm doing it at work. I'm probably going to still continue that. I'm going to find some way to keep doing the 1 mile a day even after the 30 days done. And I want to incorporate that into my lifestyle. And so the same thing with the 5 small meals a day, hashtag ED5SM, eat daily 5 small meals. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think we'll go with that, Bren. Cool. And then the cold shower, all of this is to help build into me lifestyles that I really want or things I want. And I have several more down the road in terms of building a morning routine, building a night routine. We're talking about if I want to learn a certain instrument, I want to learn a certain language, I want to continue building up my coaching. There's a lot of different challenges up there. I'm going to find some ways to encourage others to do it, so that way we as a community can come together and keep building on that one, and that's going to help one another support each other towards those goals. And along the way we have fun and we share this with each other and hope to inspire and enroll others to do the same thing too. All right, so today was a lot. Like I said, I had a lot to share with you guys, so I appreciate all the support, all the things you guys have been sharing with me. I love it. And tomorrow I'll be sharing some conversations I've been having with like other entrepreneurs. I've been talking to my chiropractor. I've been talking to my yoga instructor. Had a great massage and like kind of like a yogi stretch. So man, that was just amazing. I'll share more of that. So I'm going to share some of that things. I'm going to share some of the learnings I've gotten from them and the things they've encouraged me to do. And I'm just pumped up, and I can't say enough. So sharing and experience is going to be one of them. And tomorrow I'll also be sharing. I'll probably be talking about, I want to talk about crucial conversation tomorrow in terms of some of the tools and tips from that when you're having conversation with your team members, your bosses, your spouse, your significant others and friends, that when conversations go to a crucial point, how do you handle that? And here's some tips and tools that can help you along the way. So a couple of things to talk about tomorrow, and yeah, that's the things that are going on this week. So thank you guys for tuning in. Bren, I appreciate you as an audience. You are always a special guest here. Thank you, Bren. All right, guys, that is enough for me. 32 minutes. This was a lot longer than I anticipated, but no worries on it too. I do have a plan. I have some things coming up in June that I'll be going back and doing a lot of editing and some videos, and I'm just pumped up for that too. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So thank you guys for tuning in today to the Sukhum Show, and as always, I appreciate it. Until then, this is Sukhum Hing signing out of the Sukhum Show. Next time, I'll see you later, everyone. Bye-bye.